So hello and welcome back to Test Drive Thursday. Today we're taking a look at this Volvo F88 mod. So let's get started by taking a look at all of the customization. Okay then, so here we are inside the truck configurator. Going straight to the cabins, we've got two to choose from. We have got this one, the short cab, and then we've also got the long cab. So this is more of like a day cab here. Absolutely tiny. I mean, look at the sort of width of it there. Oh, sorry, length of it there, the cabin. Absolutely tiny. I mean, there's hardly any sort of crumples or anything. It's crazy. You've then got the long cab, which gives you sort of a bed in the back. But even still, absolutely tiny truck. Now, chassis, we got 4x2. We got this camera's annoying. We got a 6x2, 6x4. We got a tandem or forgot the name of it, TBDF, sorry, brains just going mad, and we've also got a 6x2 BDF. Engines, they go from a 200 horsepower with 1100 newton meters up to 330 horsepower with 1300 newton meters. But interestingly, this 260 actually has more torque than the 330. So yeah, a bit interesting. Now we've got two different speeds to choose from. You've got 8 speed or 16 speed. I don't think it has a retarder. I might be wrong, but it just looks like different ratios to me. Now on the interior, what I like is it brings the exterior colour in here. But what a problem with that is that you've got to sort of pick an interior that sort of matches with it. So it's got its plus points and negatives, I guess. So you can have this sort of like teal turquoisey colour, which I actually think looks pretty good. Not with this outside colour obviously, but it doesn't look that bad. I mean, the seats are really high quality. I mean, look at the textures on there. This here, the flooring's a bit weird. But then you've got brown. Again, the textures are really high quality. That will probably work with something like a grey if I can just find this. So if we just go back on the interior, so yeah, that works a lot better. Grey probably works with everything really. This teal, I suppose you could maybe match it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You just got to play around with that to get it to match, something like that. But yeah, so that's some cool features. Now on the colours front, we do have some sort of set skins here, which is kind of nice. We've got this one, Swedish Legend. No idea what that says. ASG Transport Spedition. Again, I'm not too sure. So yeah, it's cool how they've got these in here, Polar Express. Then you can also have a custom sort of standard colour if you want. Now, there's loads of different options for this, so we'll get through these. Now at the bottom we've got some mud flaps, old school, kind of nice. You then got this sort of light bar at the bottom, which I find a bit weird. I mean, that's bound to get knocked off. We've got the number plates, and then we got the bumpers, so you can have different styles here. I personally preferred that one. I think it fits in with the truck a lot better than these ones do. We then got the bull bars. Look at that, that's crazy. Australian style. Could go for that today. Bit different. Paint dirt deflectors. Now that's pretty unusual. Look at that. Some like plastic cover on there. Never seen that before. Then got different Volvo sort of lettering here. You can either have like with a nice black sort of insert, chrome or paint. You then got the different types of grill. Now I find this grill a bit weird. It sort of looks like it's stuck on. The other ones sort of fit in a lot closer to the body. Again, that looks a bit weird, and so does that one. So I do like this one the most. Then we've got a stone guard, and we've got some stuff for the inside. That's on the inside. Again, we've got this sort of, again, turquoisey sort of colour plastic. Pretty unusual. We've got a roof spoiler, F88. Now this is cool. What's it got written there? Swedish legend, I think. But yeah, it is cool how they've got that on their little roof box type thing. You can put some lights on there if you want. Look at that Viking. Got some horns and everything. Then we got the sunroof there. Does that sort of show on the inside? I guess it does. Yeah, look at that. That's actually pretty cool. What else have we got? That is on the inside. That is on the inside. Then we've got the mirrors. You can have it with a wide angle mirror if you want. You got some sort of mud flaps down there. Different sort of styles of tank. You can have another tank if you want, or some kind of box. No idea what that's for. You've then got the sort of container on the back. And around the back we've got number plates. So let's move on to the inside, where you can change the wheel. You've got like an older style, standard, and standard 500. I don't know which one I prefer. Now you're probably going to need a sat nav. And then we've got the stone guard we've already seen. Got a little radio down there. On the back you can have a blanket, which is kind of nice, or you can have a bag and call box and stuff like that. Those are the curtains, so you can have those to match the interior colour. We've got a top bed. Not sure how you're meant to sleep on that, because that's right up against the ceiling, but top bed standard. That is weird. What's the point of that? I mean, you can't even get up there, can you? We've got, what else have we got? We've got a fluffy dice, and then sun visor, some curtains if you like them, and then some stuff to stick on the windows. So that's pretty much it for the customization. So now I'm going to do a time lapse of me building this truck to my spec. So here we are, all fully configured now. I think this looks really good with the sort of grey metallic paint, the orange flake in the paint as well, as you can see in the sun, the orange sort of painted wheels, the Australian style front with the stone guard, the front wheel on the front, which is so funny, all this sort of plastic sort of covers like that turquoisey thing, the sun visor, F88 on the top. If only that was in orange, that would finish it off really well. And I think it looks really good. On the inside, some snow on the window. Just get rid of that. We've got a tan interior. Got the sun roof here. It seems to be reflecting the floor, which is kind of weird. You can see the metallic paint on the inside, which is kind of unusual as well. On the dash as well. Probably don't need full lights on for this, so we just leave it off on the side lights. So I'll just go through the inside. You can see most of these buttons work properly. I mean, the light switch here, Where's the parking brake button? So that's the windscreen. Parking brake is here. We've got the gear stick here showing an 8-speed. We are using the 8-speed, by the way. There's the horn here. Cool horn, but we'll get going anyway. It's really detailed in here. It's probably one of the highest quality mod interiors available. So put it in first, and we should get going. Sounds really nice, this thing. Really sort of deep, rumbly sound. Right, let's go left. It's kind of unusual having a stone guard. It's not an option that I'd usually go for, but as we're going from an Australian sort of style today, I thought we might. Oh, yeah, I went with the 260 horsepower engine, and with this 8-speed, you really need to give it some revs, because I just stalled it then to get going, and it's not going into gear properly. What gear am I in? I've got no idea. Okay. I don't think it revs that high either. I mean, if I just... Yeah, I'm flooring it now. 6th gear. So it's only revving up to about 1700. And because the rev counter is so small, it's really hard to tell. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. But I guess it's a feature of the truck. You can't really do much about that. Not sure what it'd be like with the 16 speed. Probably a lot easier to drive. But yeah, they seem really close together, these gears. If I was speccing it again, I'd probably go with the other ratio for the 8-speed. Because like the first 5 are all close, and then up to 8 they seem quite far apart. I mean, is this kilometers an hour? Yeah, so not even at 30 miles an hour. Okay, we're at 30 and we're about to run out of gears. So yeah, that is max speed now. We can only do 34 miles an hour. That is kind of annoying. In fact, I might go and swap out this gearbox and I'll be back. Right, so I've just swapped out the gearbox, the 8-speed with the other ratio that you saw in the time-lapse. And already it seems fair improvement. I mean, we're in 7th. I'll just keep this display on so you can see what gear I'm in. Right, so let's turn on. Come on. Wow. AI is still pretty terrible. So yeah, in 8th and we're doing more than 34. So it's an improvement. I don't think we're going to get to the speed limit though. Maybe 45. Kind of annoying. So that sort of suggests that you need to go for the... Hang on, do I need to... No. That you need to go for the 16 speed if you're going for sort of more sort of main road driving, because at the red line in this, it's kind of loud, the engine, so you don't want to be sat here for ages because it's going to be quite drony. You have to turn the steering wheel quite a lot to get this thing to steer. It's kind of funny, and there's a lot of body roll. I mean, look how far we have to steer. Just trying to keep the momentum because we haven't got that much power. But yeah, in 8th now, 43, so we're about 70 kilometers per hour. Let's get in this lane. So yeah, it's not quick. It's a lot of fun to drive. I mean, it doesn't feel that small on the road. I thought it would do, considering how sort of physically small it is. But it is fun to drive around. It's kind of unusual how much sort of steering lock you have to put in to get this thing to move. I mean, look how much play there is. It's kind of funny. The engine... At lower speeds it's really sort of rumbly, but at higher speeds it's a bit sort of clattery. It's kind of unusual. It sounds a lot better at lower speeds. Visibility is fairly good. It's a bit unusual with this because you've got this massive sort of metal sort of painted section that sort of goes up from the lower window. So your visibility is blocked quite a bit, but you do have sort of windows all the way around, which is kind of nice. Just focus on not crashing. And the window sort of by the bed as well. So there are windows all around. It's just a bit annoying with this side window here. You do have that sort of bar running down the windscreen as well, as with classic trucks. But yeah, I do recommend you giving this truck a go. It's probably one of the best sort of classic truck mods there is out there. The engines sound really good, drives really well, it's fun to drive, and the customization is pretty good as well. So let's pull up. I think it's also one of the only classic trucks I've seen with a sort of tandem option. Mostly tandem options in this game are for sort of more modern trucks, so that's a kind of a unique feature of this mod. Turning circle is okay, in fact it's pretty good actually. So we'll just park this up. Now you really do have to give it some revs and ride the clutch a bit. It doesn't like to move. And it's having that, so we just, oh, it's not the lights, straighten that up, parking brake on and engine off. So there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, please do give me a like, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.